Happy New Year. We just got off of the latest edition of our webinar masterclass, and today was a great one. A big thank you to that of each of us that were there live. It was a lively group, had a lot of great questions in the chat/comments. We did live demos, asked some great questions. I want to also give a big thanks to that of our two sponsors, and that is that of Recognize as well as NAPCO. Big thanks for continuing to invest in our industry. And the purpose of these webinars is to really not just bring light to that of marketing, but to really have actionable takeaways, actionable insights to that of our industry. And speaking of today, so today was all about that of marketing on autopilot. We talked about automation and we talked a little bit about AI today in today's webinar masterclass. We also had a lot of poll questions. So I'm not going to go through all, I shouldn't say a lot, but we had 3 of them. I had asked one of the questions, I'm just going to point out one of the questions. How much marketing automation are you currently using? And the answers were pretty dialed in, a little, maybe emailing or scheduling some, but I know I'm not using it fully, and also none. Everything is manual. And believe it or not, even though I'm not surprised, I still am surprised, over half, 3 out of 5 respondents said none, everything's manual. That's obviously why everybody was on today and what the purpose of it. I'll also say this, 0% said we're pretty dialed in. So a lot of opportunities here. If you're not using automation, if you're not leveraging AI, I would highly recommend for you to watch the webinar replay if you weren't live with that of us today. The other thing is, speaking of live demos, we went through 3 live demos. So I went through an AI-based chatbot, which is very different from the previous old school chatbots that has conversational AI. So I was asking it questions, and it's obviously not like speaking with a human, like one of the members of your team, but it's getting there. It's almost there. And the key here is the inputs that we put into it. The other thing we talked about is creating a workflow. So I showed an example of the various steps or what's possible with that of a workflow and showing how it looks on the back end in terms of those things. And then what I really believe was the showstopper was I introduced one of the newest members of our team. Now, he's still in training. His name's Liam, but I used an AI voice agent. So I did a live demo, and I'm not going to tell you how it went, but it was a rather unique conversation. We had a great conversation. I asked it a number of questions. We had conversations. I asked a couple of, not rebuttal, but I asked questions, and it answered them. I'd like for you to watch this for yourself. So last thing I'll just share is, or 2 last things I'll share is our next webinar. So we just announced our next webinar, which is going to be from visitor to lead in 60 seconds. So we're going to discuss the security website conversion formula. We'll talk about conversion rates and things in that regard. That's going to take place on February 26th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is 1 o'clock Eastern. We'll do a deep dive in there. You can RSVP in the link below. There may be a QR code here as well for that. And then also I look forward to seeing each and every single one of you at ISC West. We will be there. We'll have, I believe there will be at least a half dozen, if not 8 or 10 of us there at ISC West. So you get to meet some of the members of our team. Our booth number is 1039. I also will be leading 2 sessions there as well. Really look forward to seeing you. And until next time, make it a great day.